Hello everyone, I'm Sarah, and today I would like to show you how to make this beautiful granny square sweater. This project is extremely easy and quick to make. All you need to do is make a special granny square and make it as big as you need until you reach the desired size. Its construction is also very easy. You just make two identical panels, one for front and one for the back of the sweater, and then you join them on top and at the sides, leaving holes for the head and for the arms. Here I have also added a couple of rounds for the short sleeves and some rounds at the bottom to make the sweater longer. But this is up to you because this project is also very flexible. You can also decide to make a small tunic if you want, or leave it shorter. This is up to you. The beauty of this project is also given by the choice of colors. So for example, here I have used a solid neutral color for the main color, this light beige here. And I'm self-striping bright colors as second color, these ones, because I think the contrast of these different colors makes so much of this project. It's really beautiful. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to create another shirt, a smaller version of this sweater for my daughter, who is 10 years old. And I will be using these yarns here. So this lovely lilac as main color and this self-striping yarn in shades of yellow, pink, orange, purple. And that's it. So let's begin with our project. So with our main color, we are going to begin with a magic ring. This is the way I do it. You can find a tutorial for this technique in my crochet course section. So, magic ring. Now we are going to work into this ring 4 groups of 3 double crochets spaced out by chain 3s. So first group of 3 double crochets, first double crochet is done with a chain 3. Then double crochet and another double crochet, makes 3. Now chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Second group of 3 DCs, 1, 2, 3. Three chains. I'm going to tug a little to make the ring smaller. Third group of 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, chain 3. Okay, fourth and last group of 3 double crochets inside the ring. 1, 2, 3 and chain 3. Now we are going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of the first group of 3. In this case it's a chain 3, so we are going to slip stitch into the last of the beginning 3 chains here. Okay. And we are going to close the ring, the initial ring, by tagging the tail as good as we can. Okay. And that's the beginning. Now we are going to move with slip stitches to this corner here. So we are going to slip stitch into the top of my second double crochet here, slip stitch, and in the top of the third double crochet here. Now we are going to slip stitch inside the space here. So we insert the hook in the space, but instead of completing the stitch with my yarn, I will take my second color and complete the stitch with it. So I attach the yarn basically and change color, leaving a longish tail hanging. There you go. Now I will tag some tails in order to have a nice edging here. Okay, now I'm going to work round 2 with my second color, leaving the main color hanging without cutting it off. So what I do with my second color is I chain 1 and then I work a single crochet right here at the beginning, like this. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make another single crochet in the opposite corner of my space here. Okay, now I'm going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. I've already reached my next corner and I'm going to do the same, just what I've done here. So single crochet at the corner of my chain 3 space, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and work another single crochet here at the opposite corner of my chain 3 space. Now again chain 3, and we'll do the same here. Single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. Now chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. Now my last chain 3s of this round, and we are going to close the round by slip stitching into the first single crochet we have worked here, like this. Okay, so this is what we will do basically round after round. So we will work a round with our main color in granny square style, and then the following round we're going to work with our second color, just like we have done, just like I have shown you right now, by making single crochets spaced out by chain 3s. I'll show you. Now I'm going to move with a slip stitch into this corner here I have just created. So I insert the hook in it, but instead of completing my stitch with the color I'm working with, I'm going to take back my main color, which is here, because I didn't cut it off, and complete the stitch with it. Same as before, we are not going to cut off our second color, but leave it hanging there. We are going to work all of our project like this. So the back side of this work, that is to say the inside of our sweater, will be visible that we are carrying yarn round after round. But I think this is much more comfortable to work, and it is not really so important if it shows on the inside of the sweater, in my opinion. So now I'm going to work in the third round in granny square style. So here I'm going to work in this corner 2 groups of 3 double crochets spaced out by a chain 3. So first group, you can start, you can make the first DC of our first 3 as you want. So you can either chain 3, or you can make a standing double crochet, or you can make it as I like to do it, like this. So this is my first double crochet. Now another one. Makes 2 double crochets. And a third one. Makes 3. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to work another group of 3 double crochets here. This is typical granny square technique. The only difference is actually given by this special round here, done in the second color. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work a group of 3 double crochets here, in this arc here I have made with my second color in the previous round. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Now I have already reached my second corner here, and I'm going to repeat what I have done in the first one. So 2 groups of 3 double crochets spaced out by a chain 3. Chain 3. And second group. Now chain 1, a group of chain 3 of 3 double crochets in this chain 3 arc here. Okay, chain 1. Now I've reached another corner, and I'm going to do the same like I've done here at corners, and so on. This is how it proceeds. Now we will see, I will see you at the end of this round again. Okay, so now I'm almost at the end of our third round, worked in granny square style. Now I'm going to work the last group of 3 double crochets into this arc here for our third round. Chain 1, and I will slip stitch into the top of the first of my 3 double crochets. In this case it's this one here, and slip stitch. Now in the fourth round we need to make a special round in the second color, just like I have done in round 2 here. So I move through slip stitches in the top of our next stitches, insert the hook in the space here. Instead of completing the stitch with my working yarn, I will take up my second yarn that is hanging there and complete the stitch with it. And now I'm going to chain 1, single crochet, tug a little, chain 3, single crochet in the opposite corner of our chain 3 space below. Now chain 3, single crochet here in the chain 1 space below, chain 3, single crochet here in the chain 1 space below, again chain 3, now I've reached another corner and I will do just what I have done in all my previous corners. So chain 1, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet here. And now you know how it proceeds. This is what I'm going to do round after round. So now with my second color, I'm going to finish round 4 and slip stitch into the beginning single crochet. Then I'm going to move with 1 slip stitch to my space 3 base here, take up the main color again and work another round in granny square style, just like I have shown you before. And you proceed like this round after round until you reach the desired length. That is to say, it must be enough to cover the length of your bust and of your shoulders. Do not worry about the body length just now, because we can always add rounds later on in granny square style to the bottom in order to have it as long or as short as we want it. So I'll meet you there. I will reach the size that I need for my daughter, and then I will show you how to proceed. So here I am. I have just created my 2 granny square panels. One will be the front and one will be the back. Okay, so here I have a t-shirt of my daughter's. So all you need to do is place one of the panels in front in order to be able to know where to place our stitch markers for the head opening and for the armholes. So here, as you see, I have already placed my stitch markers. Okay, here and here. Okay, so now I will take my back panel, place it like this, with the right side facing out. Okay, so, and what I will do is I'm going to sew the 2 pieces together here for the shoulders, leaving this hole open for the head. Okay, I don't even need to place new stitch markers for my back panel if I, for example, open this stitch marker and join temporarily both panels together so that I make no mistakes. So I'm going to sew the 2 pieces together here at the shoulders, and of course I will do the same here on the sides, leaving the armholes open, of course. Okay, so method of joining. So I used for my adult version the zigzag joining method for the shoulders. It's this one here, because it is decorative and I like it especially, and I used my contrasting yarn for doing it, so it is pretty visible. While for the back, sorry, for the sides, I used a very simple method, joining method, made of single crochets in the spaces and chain 3s. and in this case I used my main color. So I will join my two panels together and I'll see you there. So another thing I wanted to add is that it is important that you finish your panels with a round in granny square style. Okay, and not with a chain round in the second color. So now let's start with the joining. I will start with the shoulder pieces. So as I said, I am working now with one of the two yarns that were left hanging from the second granny square I finished. So in this case, I have decided to make the sewings with the second color. So I cut off the main color here. So in order to join, I am going to insert my hook in the corner space of both pieces that are perfectly aligned. Grab the yarn and join very simply with a single crochet, with a chain, and now I will do a single crochet. Okay, I have decided to use as joining method the second method I've shown you in my adult version, which is more or less the same as the chain rounds. So it's made of single crochets and chain threes. This means I have just made my single crochets at the corner here. Now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we will join the two pieces here together with a single crochet, because I'm going to insert the hook in the chain 1 space here of both panels, the front and the back, at the same time. Okay, yarn over and single crochet, and I'm going to repeat this until my stitch marker here. So chain 3, and join here with a single crochet. Chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. Okay, we have reached the stitch marker, so that's enough for this shoulder. I'm going to repeat this on the other shoulder here and on the sides. So now the sewing is done. This is how it looks on the shoulders and on the side here. I have used the same method using the second color. So let's talk about finishing. This is up to you. This is very personal, and you have a lot of possibilities to personalize it as you want. For example, well, first of all, you could choose to make rounds and single crochet in order to have a more refined openings for both heads and arms. Or you could decide to do just like I have done for my adult version, to add rounds worked in the same granny square style used for the main piece here on the for the sleeves. So in my case, I have decided to add just a couple of rounds, but you could even make it into long sleeves and obtain a winter garment. And the same you could do at the bottom of the piece. So by keeping on working at the bottom in the same with the same technique we have used for the main piece, you could make the sweater as long as you want it to be, or you could even make a lovely tunic, and by using another kind of yarn like cotton, you could make a really lovely item for the summer, for example. You could also choose to make it into a cropped sweater, a cropped top, leaving it short and maybe adding a ribbed border both at the bottom and maybe on the sleeves too, and maybe even here in this opening for the head, and maybe decide to make it into a turtleneck sweater. So as you see, the choice is yours. You are free to decide what to make of it. But as you see, this is a really quick project. It really takes no time at all, yet the result is impressive. I will leave pictures of the item worn by me in the community section if you want to see them, and probably take some pictures of this too on my daughter. So this is it for today. I hope you like this project. If you do, please take pictures and send them to me. You can contact me via Instagram or however you want. Thank you for watching and see you next time.